You need to calm down, Heiyue. Isn't hugging someone out of the blue a little rude? Pshaw, who needs formalities? Admit it, Lloyd. Didn't my hug make you a little happy? A teensy-weensy bit? Well... First Cecile, now her.
The hierarchy has made itself painfully clear. The little brother character reigns supreme. No comment. Damn you. Turn down that little brother charm of yours and save some ladies for the rest of us. Anyway, about the threat letter.
Oh yeah, I nearly forgot about that thing. Can't really say no to my favorite little guy, can I? I made sure to bring the letter to practice with me. Here you go.
Thank you, Heiyue. Pretty sure you guys asked us for help, though. Let's give it a read. Cease production of your new show, or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Yin.
What the? Cease production of your new show, or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Signed by Yin.
That's a threat letter if I've ever seen one.
You sure about that? It sounds more like a little lame prank to me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This sort of threat isn't out of the ordinary. We are already kinda used to it.
Really? Unfortunately so. We do get a decent amount of these sorts of things. Most of them are written out of jealousy or in jest, though. In this particular case, however, there is something that bothers me.
And what would that be?
It's the signature, ain't it? Precisely. Essentially, all the letters we've been sent up until now have been left anonymous.
Something about the name Yin rubs me the wrong way. I just can't shake the feeling that this isn't a simple prank. Pretty sure that's just your overactive imagination.
Do you have any idea as to who this Yin person is?
Not in the slightest. Like, is that even a person's name? It almost sounds like it's some sort of code name.
I suppose it could be related to our new show's title. Yin means silver, after all. That's where the well runs dry, though.
An interesting coincidence indeed.
Any other ideas? I don't mean to pry, but have you done anything recently that would cause someone to hold a grudge against you?
About that.
Wait, you don't mean...
What is it, Rixia? You two have some idea about who might have it out for you?
Well, actually...
It's not about us. It's about you, Heiyue. Remember the other day with the president of that company? Oh, that old baldy. I couldn't care less about that. I'd already forgotten, to be honest. Who exactly was this baldy? Just some greasy old loser named Marconi.
Or Marchoni. I get the feeling it's related to the MAFIA.
Apparently he's the big boss of that business, Ravache & Co.
What?
Ravache?
So the name finally comes out.
What's with all the freaking out?
Well, we've been hearing that name pretty often. Do you mind filling us in on what happened with Ravache's president?
Sure thing. He likes to bring his business associate to Arc-en-Ciel for entertainment. He loves sitting in our exclusive seats, so you know he's a big shot. The funny thing is, he's not interested in our shows at all. Like, he doesn't even appreciate my dancing. All he does is ogle me with those lecherous eyes of his. Heiyue.
She does have a keen eye when it comes to things of that nature.
Of course I do. The stage is my world, and that includes the audience. So anyway, that old coot had the gall to approach and patronize me. He kept babbling on and on about how he would support my career and have me debut at the Heimdaller Opera House.
Whoa, you planning to dance there? Actually, we received a request to perform in both the Empire and the Republic. We're often asked to hold a limited run. Sorry about that. We're often asked to hold a limited run of performances in both countries. Now that I think about it, we even had an offer to perform in Liberal's Grand Arena. Dude! Totally do that! Queen Alicia is freaking really nice. I can assure you on that. Wow, Arc-en-Ciel really is as popular as people made them out to be. Still, why would Marconi approach Heiyue about backing her? He supposedly has powerful contacts with Erebonia. But judging by the rumors, they aren't the type of people we want to associate with.
From all we've heard, Ravache has deep ties to the Empire. And to a certain degree, its criminal underworld. I had no idea they were that devious. How were you able to conclude the situation with Marconi? I politely refused, of course. And for good measure, I gave him a slap to the face.
You did what?
You slapped a Mafia Don in the face? Yes, she did. I swear, I nearly fainted after she pulled that stunt.
I as well. However, he had the audacity to touch Heiyue inappropriately. The recklessness, no, rudeness of that man was unbelievable. The nearby staff intervened, so we somehow managed to settle it. Sounds like he might be a little salty because of the whole thing. I mean, wouldn't that make sense?
It does seem like a plausible motive to send a threat letter, yes.
Okay, we understand the situation. First off, we'll try to uncover some new leads with the clues on hand. Do you mind if we keep the letter, Heiyue?
Be my guest. I can see that glint in your eyes now, Lloyd.
Come again?
It's like whenever I step onto the stage, our eyes are the same. Anyway, I'm sure you four will do a bang-up job. Hopefully letting you handle this whole mess will let poor Heiyue...
There.
Poor Rixia sleep at night. Thank you, Heiyue.
We'll happily tackle the case, Miss Mao.
I hope we can live up to your high expectations. Heiyue seems to finally understand the situation now. Oh, I'm so happy that I turned to you for help.
Well, it's only just begun. I don't think we'll be able to solve this using traditional methods.
I guess so. By the way, I'd appreciate it if you spoke less formally to me.
Why?
Well, I'm still just a novice, and I think I'm actually a little younger than you and Ellie. I can't help but feel a little awkward when you speak formally to me.
Really? I never meant anything by it. We'll treat you like a regular girl from here on out.
Thank you, that's all I want. Rixia, the meeting's going to start without you if you don't hurry up. I'll be right there. Well then, everyone, if you'll excuse me. If you figure anything out, please don't hesitate to stop by the theater.
Gotcha. Arc-en-Ciel sure is busy. You're telling me, I bet they practice another 100 times before the actual show. I'm starting to get why they don't want to waste their time with this letter business.
Indeed, an unnecessary use of their time. I hope we can solve this soon, for the sake of their new production.
Let's get to it then. Alright, so how are we gonna go about this? Also, is there any treasure? Whoa, aren't you, Ply? No way, you totally are. You're Ply. Or Plie. The mysterious songstress. I know all about your, fantasias.
A fan, are we? My apologies for presenting myself in this unflattering training attire.
Not at all. I don't mind one bit.
You may not mind, but I most certainly do. Also, you seem to have forgotten, but we're in a dressing room. Keep it down, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Your motives are far too transparent, Randy.
I'm just checking out stuff, in case there's treasure. Oh yeah, I could totally just do that. Oh, this is a special room. Okay. I'm surprised, like, the main floor is not blocked off. Alright. I guess we've spent enough time here. What's up here? Alright, let's leave, and this will probably, yep, trigger cutscene. What's the plan, then? At least Ravache is looking like a potential lead.
Yin appears to bear some significance as well.
I have an idea. Hear me out, everyone. Why don't we pay Ravache and Co. a little visit?
What?
You feeling alright, buddy? Isn't our obligation as police officers to question any possible lead? We still don't know if Ravache's Dawn is responsible for sending the letter, but I know for a fact that we'll never reach the truth if we shy away from potential trouble.
Well, you make a valid point.
Not only that, but I think it'll be a good opportunity. They're a group of criminals that think they're above the law. This is a chance to see the true nature of Crossbell's underworld for ourselves. That makes sense. Are you worried or something? Well, Randy and I could always go.
What are you implying, Lloyd?
I wasn't implying anything.
We'd love to join you, and besides, I'm not particularly worried. I don't see the harm in going to ask them a few questions. Just who are the people that make up the city's infamous MAFIA? I'm interested in finding out.
Really? You're sounding pretty eager there, mademoiselle.
You're imagining it. After all, life is full of surprises, doubly so for our current case. Who knows what information will unveil about this letter? We should go visit them right away.
Agreed.
According to the database, Ravache's headquarters lies deep within the back alley. There is a narrower alleyway halfway down the street that leads to its front doors.
That shady-looking place, right? Yeah, pretty sure some mean-looking dudes stand guard down there. All makes sense now. Lloyd, are you sure this is the smartest idea? I'm not so sure about that. Alright, Lloyd. Just don't get us killed. Follow her. Ravache & Co. So this is Ravache. This is the Ravache & Co. building.
It's not exactly the safest part of the city either.
Who the hell are you guys? This isn't a place for kids like you to screw around in. Go ahead and piss off. What? Are you those guys?
Could it be?
Think we're about to get reacquainted with a dear felon of ours. What? Who are these guys? It's those damn dogs with the police. They're the ones that spoiled our plans in the downtown district. The hell did you just say? It seems our reputation precedes us. We've come here to perform an official investigation today. What are you going on about? We'd appreciate you introducing us to your leader. We'd like to ask him some questions regarding a certain incident. Are you out of your damn minds? A bunch of dogs like you talking to the Don? Just how cocky have you runs become?
Rest assured, he isn't a suspect. He is just a person of interest. He, of course, isn't obligated to speak with us, so we won't force the issue.
Can you at least let the boss know we're here? Appreciate it, boys. Damn. Thanks, Arnaud. Your screw-up has made them become way more arrogant. Hey man, the hell's the plan? These sons of bitches have the wrong idea. Sounds like we should teach them some manners, huh? Sounds good to me. No good, huh? Yeah, it's a bust. We've got no choice but to retreat for now. Step aside. Boss? This one's all yours. Yeah, thanks. He's massive.
Wald was fairly large, but he pales in comparison to this.
This guy's a mountain. You're those brats with the police, then. I've heard the stories already, but you're younger than I thought you'd be. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Special Sports Section. And you are? Garcia Rossi. I'm the General Manager of Sales at Ravache & Co. I suppose most of the employees stick to boss, though. Oh damn, I wasn't expecting a big shot like him coming out here to greet us.
Yes, he's likely Marconi's right-hand man.
Come inside. Listen to what you have to say.
Huh? What?
Go on, you'd better listen to what the boss says. Get your asses in there. Don't even think about disrespecting the boss. Unless you're fine with shortening your lifespans. I wouldn't know. You think the Don sent Heiyue Platier a threat letter? That's nothing more than conjecture. We aren't claiming it as the truth, of course. However, we heard of a quarrel that took place recently, and given that we're out of leads, we figured we may as well come ask. You're talking about the Don getting smacked across the face? Just a trivial matter at a party he was attending. The Don drank a bit too much alcohol, so he has almost no recollection of it. I doubt he's holding a grudge.
Oh, really? This is just another rumor we heard. But what about the proposal to have Heiyue perform at the Heimdaller Opera House?
Yeah, that discussion happened. Ravache has many powerful connections, so they were trying to leverage the idea. But knowing the Don, I'm sure it was just a ruse to bring her in as a special guest to our annual party.
What? Special guest?
Nothing you need to know about. Well, there you have it. We've got nothing to do with it. Do you understand now, kiddos? Just in case, do you mind taking a look at this letter? Sure, whatever. Hand it over. Here you go.
Lloyd passed the threat letter to Garcia.
Huh? The hell's up with this guy? He seems dead set on interrupting Heiyue Platier's performance.
What was that just now? He looked like he noticed something. Garcia threw the threat letter back at Lloyd.
This is idiotic. Threat letter? This reads like nothing more than an overblown prank to me. The hell you saying, pal?
Your reaction gave the impression that you know something.
Are you trying to imply something, Missy? Nothing in that phony letter rang any bells. I can confirm that the Don didn't write it at the very least. You guys are on a fool's errand, huh?
Damn, it's obvious as hell that he knows more than he's letting on. There is a low probability that he will reveal any information.
I understand. Garcia, is there any way we could hear the story directly from the Don? What? Oh, right. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear it directly from the horse's mouth. Or is he not in right now? Woo! Don't go getting cocky now, kiddos. You think the Don has time to see a bunch of irrelevant cops like you? A group of naive and helpless puppies that he can crush in the palm of his hand? Wait a second. I can't believe I even bothered to meet with you punks. I figured it was a good opportunity, so I'll be gracious and give you a warning. No matter what you do, you can't change Crossbell's true nature. Ravache's iron grip is here to stay. Awfully arrogant, aren't you? If you understand, then get the hell out of here. I don't have time to sit around and having tea parties with a bunch of little shits like you. However, if you dare defy us again, there will be no mercy. I will end you. Thanks for the warning, Garcia. Let's go, everyone. I think we've gone all we could here.
Yes, Roger.
Huh. You didn't even bother serving us any tea. Wait just a moment. You there, redhead. Huh? You talking to me? That shade of red. I've seen it before. No, you couldn't be. Whoa, whoa, hold on there, Gramps. I love to be courted by bosom ladies, but old men, on the other hand, catch my drift? Well, no matter. You're an eyesore, so get lost. Make up your damn mind. Weren't you the one that stopped me, pal?
Well, great. That led to nothing. Like, we know he knows something, but there's no way in hell we can get any further information out of him. That went well. He was treating us like children.
I can't stand that bastard.
That reminds me, Randy. He stopped you for some reason. What's up with that?
Beats me. Anyway, that monster definitely ain't bluffing. I doubt we'd even be able to put a scratch on him with the way we are now. You think?
I definitely sensed that he was far beyond our reach. He seemed largely unconcerned about our actions.
Right, I got that impression too. Even for someone with connections with the Diet, he didn't seem fazed at all. Ellie? What's up?
Oh, it's nothing. More importantly, how will we proceed? I'm sure you're already hard at work trying to connect all the dots, right?
You mean regarding the threat letter sent to Heiyue? Yeah. I don't think we can take everything Garcia told us at face value. That being said, I think there's a low likelihood that Ravache is connected to this incident.
Really? But he clearly reacted to the threat letter once he saw it, right?
I never said he didn't. I think his reaction was because he noticed something. Lloyd pulled out the threat letter. Cease production of your new show or the beloved fervent dancer will have a tragic accident. Yin. Perhaps what Garcia reacted to was... One second. Sorry about that. The sender's name. The name of the sender. That Yin dude?
You think there's a chance Yin is involved with Ravache?
Yin conspiring with Ravache wouldn't explain Garcia's reaction to the letter. It was almost as if he was sure this had nothing to do with them once he saw it. Don't you think so?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe the look on that ugly mug of his.
We can deduce that while Yin has no ties to Ravache, it is still a name they are familiar with. Is this an appropriate hypothesis?
Yeah, something along those lines.
If that's the case, I think we should consult with someone who is more familiar with Ravache. Mr. Grimwood comes to mind.
Yeah, that's a great idea. If we're as close to the truth as we think we are, then it might be a good idea to discuss it with Grace too, although we give that woman any scrap of meat before you know it, she'll be pining for the whole damn meal.
This situation would grow into a colossal scandal for Arc-en-Ciel.
I was hoping you'd all talk me down from that idea, to be honest. We should try questioning any other people that come to mind as well. Who knows, maybe someone unexpected will be key to finding a new lead.
Yes, maybe so.
What's up?
Oh no, it's nothing. Shall we begin gathering information? We're free to visit whenever we'd like, but we'll have to visit the law office at some point.
Right, let's do our rounds and visit Mr. Grimwood once we're ready. Okay. Alright, let's see. So I've been recommended to look at a few things.
Lloyd, Randy. Thanks for helping me with traffic control. Oh, sorry, that was way too informal. Detective Bannings and the Special Support Section, thank you for your cooperation with the traffic control.
Come on, Kate. You really don't need to treat us like that. We're friends. Besides, you've always had our backs too. Why wouldn't we return the favor?
I suppose you make a good point. Next time I'm in a bind, I hope you four won't mind bailing me out again.
For sure. Just give us a ring and we'll be there.
Thank you guys. You really saved me. Investigating again, guys.
Yeah, you could say that. Alright, Kate, you mainly patrol around the city, don't you? Does the word yin ring any bells?
Yin? Sorry, I can't say it does, unless... That's it. Yin means silver, right? Might it refer to Arc-en-Ciel's new show, Golden Sun, Silver Moon?
You think? We'll keep that in mind.
Sorry, that's the only thing that came to mind. I wish I could be of more help.
Hello. Inspector Donovan and Detective Raymond? Are you in the middle of an investigation? We are indeed. Happen to be collecting evidence for that warehouse district shooting. I'd bet anything that the culprit is related to Ravache somehow. Those guys have been causing nothing but trouble recently, like that thing with the truck.
Truck?
Mind filling us in?
Please do. My interest is piqued.
Raymond, what have I said about you reining in that loose tongue of yours? Ah, crap, I did it again, didn't I? Well, I suppose we have no choice but to tell them now. It all started with a rumor that was sent to the 2nd Division. Last weekend, there was an incident that happened in Calvert involving a truck, one of Ravache's truck. Supposedly, it was attacked by an unknown party and went up in flames. Someone blew it up? It seems so, and while those on top may try to cover it up, stories like this are becoming more and more common. Fortunately, citizens have yet to be involved, but word is that the Bracer Guild has been investigating the incident as well.
That certainly sounds suspicious.
Do you think that the attackers might have been Heiyue? I bet it was. Who else would have the balls to do something like that to Ravache?
It's not our business, but it would do us good to keep a close eye on how this unfolds.
Ugh, there are too many customers today. I can't even read my magazines in peace. Come on, finish up shopping and go home. Wow, really?
Okay.
You know how our streets continues out onto the highway? It's been a real pain dealing with the traffic coming from all these Orbital cars.
Not to mention, shipping companies are resorting to using Orbital trucks to make their deliveries.
Yeah, I noticed something kind of weird too. There's been a black truck hanging around here lately. I noticed it when I got in at the crack of dawn to prepare some bread. Word on the street is that it belongs to Ravache. Any truth to that claim? They could be using the West Crosswell Highway as a smuggling route between here and the Empire. Probably using it for some shady black market stuff. It showed up in Maine's too. Those guys have been hauling their asses all over the place. Alright, let's see. Nope.
Oh, hi everyone. Sorry for the ruckus. I'm getting ready to practice.
You're looking as busy as ever. What do you expect, man? She's a rising star.
I actually had no intention of joining the troupe originally. Oh, really? Why the change of heart? Well, I've always wanted to watch one of Arkansas's famous performances. I came to watch one of their public practice sessions when Heiyue laid her eyes upon me. She came up to me and exclaimed, "I can feel the talent oozing from you." One thing led to another, and here we are. I can clearly visualize the event in my mind.
That definitely sounds like Heiyue. She can get pushy at times. What do you know? Alright, let's talk to Mr. Grimwood. Excuse us, sir. Oh, come in, come in. It's been a while, hasn't it? You know, I've been hearing a lot of stories about the special sports section, all of which are very positive, I might add. Well, I'm sure you've been working just as hard as us, Mr. Grimwood, if not more.
Right, you look as busy as always, sir.
Well, you get used to it in this line of work. That aside, something must have happened, right? The look on your faces make that clear as day.
Impressive.
Was it that obvious? You must remember, I see a mountain of clients every day who wear a face like that as they walk through my door. Lucky for you, I'm taking a break from work right now, so you can ask me anything. Thank you, Mr. Grimwood.
I think we'll take you up on your kind offer.
A threat letter sent to Arkansas, And you're curious as to whether the author, Yin, is tied to Ravache?
Yes, sir. Do you have any idea?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any information that connects the two of them. But that doesn't mean that I've never heard the name Yin before.
Really? What do you know about him?
Well, I have no evidence that points towards this being the same person. With that in mind, do you still want to hear what I have to say?
Yes, of course.
Hell, I think we take any clue we can get our hands on. Very well then. It all happened when I went on a business trip to Calvert. While walking about, I heard a bizarre urban legend from a local. It involves a legendary Zhongshou referred to as Yin.
Same as our perp. It's certainly an Eastern name. What exactly is a Zhongshou?
Something about along the lines of an assassin or killer. Pretty sure that's what they call him in most of the eastern regions. Aren't you well informed? I'd say it's somewhat similar to how we customarily called mercenaries Jaegers. You mentioned this was an urban legend. There's more to it, I assume. Yes, well, it's said that no one knows for sure whether Yin is real or not. Though, supposedly, he's said to wear a mask and shawl of ebony, and he's never once allowed someone to see his face. He appears and vanishes with the shadows and has never let his prey escape his fangs. In other words, he's a phantom. A phantom? Pretty silly story if you ask me.
I suppose that is why it is called an urban legend, Randy. Hehowever, why would this so-called legendary assassin send a threat to Heiyue Platier? I didn't make the connection at first either. What if it's not Ravache he's tied to, but Heiyue?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's true that Heiyue is a powerful organization operating out of Calvert's eastern quarter. You may be right. I wouldn't be shocked if they knew the Eastern Assassin. That definitely helped Garcia's reaction make more sense. We know for a fact that Ravache and Heiyue are facing off against each other, and if Heiyue and Yin are teaming up,
despite not being directly tied to Ravache, it would be highly likely that the Mafia is acutely aware of his presence. That in and of itself would support Lloyd and Ellie's theory.
I don't know why, but the saying "in and of itself" is the hardest thing for me to say fluently. In and of itself, because I'm used to "in of itself." Like I don't ever say "and." I don't know why. An intriguing thought. But that brings us back to your previous question, Tio. Why would Yin threaten Heiyue Platier, the lead star of Arc-en-Ciel?
Well, we still need to figure that one out. We know that Heiyue and Ravache's Dawn had an argument at the party. Could it somehow be related to that?
I mean, there's a theory. Like, Heiyue is trying to make it look like a Ravache move. Because maybe they haven't had an informant witness that, and then they're like, "Oh, we can use this to our advantage."
I don't know. It didn't really sound like something that warranted a threat. Besides, why would Heiyue react if they're against Ravache?
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Do you think we're dealing with someone else who goes by the name Yin? Not necessarily. We should assume that every clue we've found so far is crucial to the success of this case. It'd be irresponsible to disregard them just because things aren't lining up right now. Hey guys, why don't we try paying Heiyue a visit?
What?
Whoa man, where the hell did that come from? Think about it like this. We know that Heiyue is strong enough for Ravache to keep an eye on them. To Ravache, Heiyue is a rival that continues to spread its influence and chip away at their clutch of Crossbell's criminal underworld. Depending on the circumstances, they could prove even more dangerous than Ravache.
You may be right. I see. This might be the perfect chance to check whether or not that is true.
Hold up. Are we sure we're going to be okay if we suddenly barge in on them? We have no idea what kind of people we're up against, Lloyd. Actually, I recently met the manager of Heiyue Trading's Crossbell branch.
Seriously? Why?
He requested an audit of the company to ensure that there were no legal barricades to the business operating in Crossbell. I saw no harm in the request, so I accepted the job. And it was then that I met him.
I see. What kind of impression did he give off?
The word shrewd certainly comes to mind. Despite his age, he's able to enrapture others with his aloof manners and way of speaking. Well, at any rate, he struck me as somebody who tends to think outside the box.
An intellectual, then?
Sound like he's going to be a hassle. You really think we can just walk in and be like, "Hey man, want to answer a few questions?" True, we have a valid reason to see him though. What do you say? Oh, this'll be fun.
I am also quite curious about this branch manager. Same here. I know a bit about Ravache, but Heiyue will be going into this blind. This is a good opportunity for us to learn more about how they operate.
It's decided then. Thanks for all your help, Mr. Grimwood. Looks like we'll be able to press on with our investigation after all. I'm happy to hear that. You're reminding me of how Guy used to work his cases.
Really?
Anyway, Heiyue works under the guise of a respectable trading company. Stopping by their office shouldn't cause too much of a stir. However, never forget that their true identity is that of a massive, influential crime syndicate. Don't let your guard down around them.
Yes, sir. We'll keep that in mind.
Alright, sorry about that. So, why are we out here? Alright, let's make our way to Heiyue Trading. I think there is somewhere by the pier.
Correct. Our destination should be in the northeast corner of the harbor district. They are apparently located right by the river.
Oh, we talking about that red eastern looking building?
The IBC and Crossbow Time buildings are right in that area, so you'd think they'd be an upstanding establishment. I suppose it's no matter. Let's try paying them a visit.
Very well. Let's just make it easy. There we go.
No need to cut, no need to just walk. Fast travel.
Oh yeah, I believe this is supposed to be their building.
Alright, well, let's go tackle the lines then. A sign is affixed to the locked door. Heiyue Trading Limited, Crossbow Branch. If you have business with us, please knock.
I think this is the place.
How do we proceed, Lloyd?
We knock. Excuse me, is anybody there? And who might you all be? We're from the Crossbow Police Department, Special Support Section. We were hoping to ask your branch manager a few questions regarding a certain incident, if possible. Wait here for a moment. And now we wait. Taking bets on who's going to meet us, a demon or a snake.
I look forward to seeing what awaits us behind the door.
And it is a man. I apologize for the wait. The branch manager will see you now. Please step inside.
Thank you. If you'll excuse us. Okay.
What is this music? Apologies for making you wait. Right this way. This is the branch manager's room. This one? Oh, I figured it is this.